It's another long day again. And it's a warm day as well. I am not enjoying this heat. As we talked about yesterday, I'm just, no, I'm done with it. However, it's a little bit cooler in here today, I think. I've gone with a slightly different fan and it's making something of a difference. But yeah, this is still absolutely too warm and I'm looking forward to being done for the weekend. You know, when you wake up, and I had this yesterday, with a feeling of dread, like you know something bad's going to happen and you're just waiting on that thing. Felt like that for the past couple of days. Do not like it at all. Probably freaking me out a little bit, not going to lie. So yeah, that's kind of preying on my mind. I think it's probably work related, to be honest. So I'm going to try and talk less about work and more about the other stuff that I'm thinking about. Certainly, let's try and make that a theme where I leave work at work and whatever happens is going to happen. So today, let's try and have a look at a couple of things arrived. I've got my flag that arrived. So I've got a big Dark Angels flag up here on the wall. Let me see if I can show you that. There we go. Look at that, looking good. Dark Angels flag, actual flag. Super happy with that. Not gonna lie, I think that is cool as hell. I'm a huge Dark Angels fan and I've wanted that for a while. Would love another one on the other side, but they've sold out. I should have bought two, but it would have been like 70 odd quid. Got a pretty good deal on that. I actually got a discount code from my Warhammer Plus subscription, so I ended up paying like 33 quid delivered for it. Which seems expensive, I know, but I'll keep that for as long as it lasts, really. I'm happy with that. Anyway, let's try and have a look at some of the other bits and pieces that I've got. So I've hopefully got this working in some semblance of a way where I'm using the microphone on here rather than this microphone, so I can use this as a boom arm because I haven't got the other one set up. So then I can do the top-down view and I can show you my EDC. Now, the specific thing I want to show is this. This badge is one of those rippy-off Velcro ones. But I liked this. I liked it a lot. So I ended up buying it. The only thing that I've not got in this now, pretty much, is I need some small, clear plastic bags because this has got some medication in it. Just some like ibuprofen and stuff. And I'd like it on the inside. But it's not. So I've got that and I can't fit my big old external wireless battery pack in there. So I'm still kind of carrying this as a separate item external to the EDC. I was thinking of making some type of magnet on the back to hold it. But yeah, I think it's going to be a case of I just have to carry these two things between bags. So yeah, that is very cool, and the fact that I can show that kind of with a camera now rather than just holding it up in front, things going to allow me to have a little bit more diverse conversation. And of course, on my other channels, I can start properly talking about the books and things behind me that I'm really interested in. It was noted by my dear wife that I've been talking a lot about EDC of late, and she's right. Sometimes, I think with me, one of the personality traits that I've got is when I worry about things or when I'm bored, just in general, I tend to find other things that interest me and ways of trying to integrate or streamline my life so it lets me just be a little bit more creative or be a little bit less bored with situations, and that's where the EDC things come from at the moment. I often have a dilemma of which one of the various bags to grab. I want to take my camera bag because I always want to take my camera with me, but then I don't have space and I've got to start transferring one thing from the other. So having that EDC kind of alleviates that. However, that has kind of created a little micro world of interest around, well, what should be in that EDC? Am I carrying too much? Am I carrying too little? How will that transpose onto what I'm doing day to day? Can I then take that with me to work to utilize that in my day-to-day routine there as well? So I think having all of those questions in my head stops me from being bored, and it gives me something to think about, and often alleviates worry, stress, whatever. So I'm not going to complain about it. It's not like I've spent hundreds of pounds on anything. It's a small, like £20 purchase, I think, for this wallet, which, yes, seemed expensive, but for all of the reasons why I wanted this specific one compared to a cheap £3, £4, £5 one, I'll go into when I talk about it more fully over the next couple of days. And that video will appear on this channel, I think, rather than my hobby channel. Speaking of the hobby channel, as I mentioned, I'm doing less and less content, and I kind of don't like that, but I'm playing Warhammer less at the moment. This tends to happen over summer as well, so yeah, I don't know if I'll go back to doing regular fortnightly videos. I think it's difficult with balancing work and everything else out at the moment, and there's a whole gamut of other stresses around there. I thought I'd come back from holiday with answers to things, and I've not. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, I suppose. Anyway, right, I'm going to leave it for there today. That's enough. Tomorrow should be back to normal. Parents in the morning, back over here for lunch so we can have a barbecue in the evening with the little one and stuff, and just spend some family time together, I think. So yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow, probably outside, to be fair. I'll try and do some interesting things with the camera and edit all together after the fact. Right, I'm out here. I'll catch you all later. Hopefully this is recorded. If not, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. See ya.